When we talk about the landscapes that shape human civilization, two waterways often come up: rivers and canals. At first glance, they might seem similar. Both carry water from one place to another, both can be traveled through, and both support life and commerce. But when we look closer, rivers and canals represent two very different stories. One written by nature over millions of years, and the other engineered by human hands to solve specific problems. In this video, we're diving deep into the differences between rivers and canals, how each one works, why they exist, and how they've shaped the world in ways we rarely think about. Let's explore, right here, on History of Simple Things. Let's begin with rivers, the original highways of the Earth. Rivers are natural watercourses formed by geological processes such as erosion, rainfall, melting snow, and gravity. Their paths are not predetermined. They meander, twist, and carve through the land in ways that reflect the terrain around them. A river may start as a tiny spring on a mountaintop and grow into a massive waterway as it travels hundreds or even thousands of kilometers toward the sea. Along the way, it shapes valleys, nourishes forests, creates fertile plains, and supports entire ecosystems. Countless species depend on rivers for survival, from fish and birds to plants and mammals. Historically, humans also settled beside rivers because they provided everything: fresh water, food, fertile soil, and a natural route for transportation. Ancient civilizations like Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, and China grew around rivers long before the concept of roads or engineered structures existed. In short, rivers are the lifeblood of the natural world, flowing with energy, unpredictability, and constant change. Now, canals tell a different story. Unlike rivers, canals are man-made waterways deliberately designed to connect places, transport goods, irrigate land, or manage water resources. Canals don't form naturally. They are excavated, lined, and maintained through engineering. While rivers follow the shape of the earth, canals follow human intentions. They are often straight, controlled, and regulated using locks, gates, and pumps. Some canals run through flat farmland, while others cut through mountains. Their dimensions, width, depth, slope, are carefully planned to allow boats to pass smoothly or to carry water where it's needed. While rivers can shift over time, canals must be maintained to prevent collapse, flooding, or sediment buildup. They require ongoing human management, and without upkeep, many would simply dry up or overflow. In essence, canals are human solutions to natural limitations. They exist because rivers don't always go where we need them to go. One of the most fascinating differences between rivers and canals is how they behave. Rivers flow based on gravity and natural forces. Their speed can change from season to season, powerful and rapid during floods, gentle during dry periods. Their water levels fluctuate, their banks erode, and their currents can be unpredictable. This makes rivers dynamic, but difficult to control. Meanwhile, canals are intentionally built to behave in a stable and predictable way. Their water flow is regulated, their depth is maintained, and their direction is determined by design. Engineers use locks to raise or lower boats between different elevations, something impossible in a natural river without significant modification. In a canal, navigation is smoother, safer, and more reliable because the environment is engineered for consistency. When it comes to purpose, the differences become even clearer. Rivers serve ecological and natural roles, supporting biodiversity, sustaining watersheds, and shaping landscapes. We use rivers for drinking water, fishing, hydropower, agriculture, and recreation, but their primary function is natural. Canals, meanwhile, are purpose-built tools. Some canals, like the Panama Canal or Suez Canal, were created for global trade, allowing ships to bypass entire continents. Others were designed for irrigation, carrying water to crops in dry regions. Some canals were built during the Industrial Revolution to transport coal and goods before the rise of railways. There are also drainage canals that prevent flooding, urban canals that manage water flow, and recreational canals that support tourism. While rivers exist because of geology, canals exist because of a need. Another key difference lies in the relationship we have with each type of waterway. With rivers, we adapt to nature. We build bridges over them, harness their flow for power, or try to control them with dams. But ultimately, they behave according to natural laws. With canals, nature adapts to us. We decide where they go, how deep they are, and how water moves through them. Canals represent human control, while rivers represent natural freedom. Yet both are essential and both shape our world in complementary ways. Think about transportation. Before roads and cars existed, rivers were crucial for moving people and goods. But rivers don't always connect the exact places we need. That's where canals come in, bridging gaps between rivers, linking cities, and creating transportation networks that fueled economic growth. In some regions, rivers and canals work together in a hybrid system. Natural rivers provide the main water source, while canals extend their usefulness by reaching areas the river doesn't. In the end, the difference between a river and a canal comes down to origin, behavior, and purpose. Rivers are natural, untamed, and ever-changing. Canals are engineered, controlled, and built with specific goals in mind. One represents nature's design, the other reflects human ingenuity, and together they form the network of waterways that has shaped civilizations, economies, and ecosystems for thousands of years. Understanding the contrast between rivers and canals helps us appreciate how both natural forces and human engineering influence the world around us. Whether it's the wild beauty of a rushing river or the impressive precision of a man-made canal, each has a role in the story of human progress and the environment we depend on. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.